So this problem we can do in two different ways. One is by selecting numbers using actual examples. So I'll first do it that way and then the more general approach. So we're given this condition that when n is divided by 6, the remainder is 3. So the key thing is to find a number that n, a value for n that satisfies this. And you can just think of multiples of 6 and add 3 to it. So for example, 6 times 2 plus 3, that's 15. So that's a possible value for n. When you divide 15 by 6, the remainder is 3. Now they tell us the quotient is q. In this particular case, the quotient is 2. Now they're asking us when 3n plus 2 is divided by 6. So we use the same value of n, and we find what 3n plus 2 is in this case. 3 times 15 plus 2, which would be 47. And then we divide this by 6. So 6 times 7 is 42, remainder 5, which does square with that. Now our quotient is 7. So what the condition we have, if it's q is 2, this quotient we select for 2, then the new quotient is 7. So all we have to do is to take this value of 2, replace it in the answer choices, and find the one that comes out to be 7. So I'll do that, all of these one by one. That's 2/3. It doesn't work. This is 2/3 plus 2, not even in integers. 3q would be 6. 3q plus 1 would be 3 times 2, 6 plus 1, 7. That works. And then finally, e would be 8. That's not correct. So the answer is D. So that's one approach to do it, by selecting numbers. Now you can also do it in a more general way, which means that the translation of this first sentence is n is 6 times the quotient plus 3. So this is the remainder algorithm. And this you definitely do need to know for the GRE. And now they ask you when 3n plus 2 is divided by 6, and let's call this new quotient capital Q, we have a remainder of 5. So that's the condition. And now I can replace this n in terms of the quotient, and we can get the relationship between new quotient and the original. So this becomes 18q plus 9 plus 2 is 6q plus 5. I can subtract 5 from both sides. 11 minus 5 is 6. So I get 18q plus 6 is 6q. Actually, this should be capital Q. And then divide throughout by 6. I get this new quotient. I have to divide each term by 6. Becomes 3q plus 1, which is exactly what we needed. So to recap, the answer is D.